Personally, I feel the common causes for divorce is because of the high expectancy between the couples, and because of the high expectancy and the lack of proper support from parents emotionally, allowing them to become independent, and total lack of patience in handling the situation, because they come from totally incompatible different backgrounds. So it will take some time for them to understand each other. So when the parents boost the ego of the children without allowing them to understand each other, it causes some kind of divorce. This is what actually happens. But technically in law, it happens due to several reasons. They call it desertion, where husband or wife leave each other, or they call it mental cruelty, or impotency, or adultery, or lunacy, or several other reasons. But the actual reason is because of lack of patience.
Basically speaking, they come for incompatibility reasons. The main thing is previously females looked upon their husbands as a caretaker, provider, and just to take care of the household things. But nowadays females want their husbands to be something more than that. They have to come out of their comfort zone, and they feel that they have to extend their support more in the female domain and house chores and things like that. And when the male is not able to meet that expectancy, the problem starts, and there is imbalance, chaos, and it ends up in divorces.
It generally depends upon the situation, which varies from case to case. It depends upon whether the divorcee is an Indian, or whether the divorcee has got children, or whether the divorcee is a foreign national. So it varies. In some cases they may even be a widow also. So depending upon the situation, different legal requirements are required. Suppose if the divorcee is only a divorcee and she has no child, we have to make sure that when she is an Indian citizen, that she has a proper judgment or decree from a proper Indian court granting her divorce from the earlier marriage. Because if you go into a marriage like that without the earlier degree, then you will create the offense of bigamy and put yourself into all kinds of problems. Similarly, if they have a child, it is much better for you to talk it out with the divorcee about who will handle the child and how the maintenance of the child will be done after marriage. And in case of a foreign national, because we have no records of the marriage in our country, it is better to get a no objection certificate from the concerned embassy of the foreign national to satisfy ourselves that she is indeed single now after having got the divorce. In the case of a widow, if you are getting married to a widow, it is better that you get a death certificate of the husband, or in the widow here you have wife, as the case may be.